Hi, Rebecca. I wanted to make a video because I think I can identify what's going on when I say you're missing assignments and you're saying that you're handing everything in. I had this happen with another student, and I just want to go through and make sure that you understand all the different parts of the VLE. So when you first log in, on a computer is usually best. If not, if you're using a phone or a cellular device, the Pulse app, I'm sorry, I had a brain fog there. The Pulse app can be very good, but there's some key components even within the Pulse app that I'm gonna need you to access. So when we first log in, I've got a lot of different courses. As you'll see, you may only have this one, and you're gonna click on it. So in the Pulse app, it looks a little bit different, but things that need to be seen is, number one, I post a schedule. So this is where I want you to begin, is that I would like you to log in, and on the main page, I post a little video just to introduce what it is that we're talking about. It says what unit and activity we are going to. It outlines some tasks that you're going to be assessed on, and then I even make a calendar. So this is for this week, and we are sitting right here on the 27th. So what students should be doing this week is reading and making notes on, and from here, another key component on the main page is this calendar, of which, now looking at it, I need to update. So there should be two due dates, this one and this one within the due dates. But I've put them here and they're accessible within the assignments. So I've gone in and made sure that I had those due dates there, but I did want to show you on the 26th, there's an assignment due, and it was there, but it's just because you don't see it because it's past due. So there was an assignment due there on the 26th, and if we look at on the 27th or the 28th, there is the discussion that's showing up there. So when you log into your course and you come on the main page, this is what's really important, is to see all of these things. What content am I reading? What is due this week? And the important part is that if you are logging in and clicking on just assignments, you're going to see that there's not a whole lot of assignments that we actually have worked on so far. But the reason that your grades, the grades are showing a little bit different, because I wanted to show you that you're missing discussions because you're not looking at all of the pieces. I think you're just looking at the assignments and completing those, but you're missing all of these parts. So every time you see a 0, I'm seeing that you've missed part of the discussion. But I think if you're just clicking on assignments, you're seeing that there's actually not very much to do, and you have done these 2 assignments, right? So we've got a little bit of a gap in terms of how you're using it, and I understand that's problematic. So here's what I want to do going forward. So I want you to come in here, and what I would like you to do is go to content and read Unit 3, Activity 2, and participate in this discussion. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to content, and you're going to select Unit 3, Activity 2, Parenting Styles, and then you're going to read this information. So how do you participate in that discussion? So I'm going to read through all of this information and make notes in my own online or notebook. You can do it on paper as well, where you're taking down information, watching videos, looking through the interactive activities here, and you're recording some of that information. After reviewing that information, here's an opportunity to try and figure out which of the material above is that connecting to. So there's lots of information and content. This is where you get all of the textbook information per se. This is where you'll know what it is that we're talking about, so that when you see a discussion, that you're actually able to participate because you have all the information. So here, what it's asking you to do in the discussion, select one of these videos. They are from TV. So this is from The Cosby Show. This is from Modern Family. And this is from Matilda. So using this guide, so this is a Word document. If you only have Google Docs, then you can open this document and in the discussion, write out the information from the chart into full sentences. So I'm going to open up that chart. I'm also going to choose one of the videos. So say I wanted to watch this video about Haley in Modern Family. Then I'm going to watch that clip. I'm going to type up about Haley and I'm going to talk a little bit about her character. And fill that in. And then I'm going to say, if I was to choose the parenting style that was represented here, that remembering the information is all here. So I'm going to choose which of the parenting styles was represented here in this information. So I'm going to read through and you're either going to say it was jellyfish or backbone. I'm going to say it was backbone because it meets the criteria there. The parents in Modern Family demonstrate a not permissive, authoritative, that's a misspelt, or backbone parenting style because, and then give some examples, and then can do that here, right? I could say at times they were jellyfish parents because, and provide some examples. Then what you're going to do, there's two ways to enter into a discussion. So going back down to where it is here. Okay, so say I'm ready to participate in that discussion. Respond to the following questions in your discussion response. Identify which clip you are using. So then I could copy and paste these, or I could talk about it from the chart because I've analyzed it and figured out a bunch of stuff. And then I'm going to respond in that discussion. There's a little link right here that will bring you to that discussion. If you want to work on it using the content and typing everything up, then you can actually start a new thread and you enter in your subject, which is parenting style in Modern Family. And then you type it up here and you can post it. So that's how you participate in a discussion. The other thing that you need to do is to look at somebody else's. So I'm going to go into Kira's. And I'm like, wow, she watched Matilda. Those are some great ideas. I'm going to respond. Hi, Kiera. I really connected with your examples that you used in my clip. And you can just go from there. And then you can post that response to somebody else's. So you read through people's and you see what they say, and then you can figure everything else out. Okay, so that was from content, right? Because you need to read the content and then other ways that you can enter that discussion. So I know it's parenting styles in TV shows. That didn't save, by the way. I just deleted everything that I typed up. So you need to make sure you post those. But I'm going to go down to 3.2. And I can click there. So that was from the icon for discussions. And the third way that you can participate in discussions or whatever it might be that is listed in the calendar is that this right here is also a link to that. So if you're noticing that there's something due coming up, you can actually look at what the description is, and then you can click here to enter that discussion. So let's go back to the beginning. What do I want you to do when you log in? If you are on a phone and you are working from the Pulse app, what I would like you to do is to see what due dates are listed. The second thing I would like you to do is to see what content is listed. The first number is unit, second is activity. So next week we're going to be working on Unit 3, Activity 3. And I think I've opened it up. Unit 3, Activity 3. So now you can read through and find out all the information about what you're going to be doing next week. So I only open it up a little bit at a time. You're going to have another discussion. going through, talking about parenting, and there's a journal entry. This is for the culminating activity. So there's 2 activities for the final culminating activity that's due at the end of the class that we're going to be working on next week. So every day, log in, check the course home, look at what the due dates are, and there's a number of ways that you can participate in both discussions and assignments because both are assessed. I hope this video helped, Rebecca.